Welcome back to the channel. It's DezVerified here with another video. How y'all doing today? It's been some time, but we here and let's get into it. Today's topic is going to be about sports. So first and foremost, I'd like to start off today um, by giving my prayers out to the victims that were in the parade in Kansas City. Um, actually, it was a tragic event. For all of you who don't know, Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl and was celebrating um, their Super Bowl win in a parade, and there was some type of dispute. Let's see here. Yes, there was some type of dispute between several people, and which ended up somebody pulling a gun and open firing in the crowd of the parade. And it resulted in one person dead and at least 22 people wounded. Amongst those, I hear it was a lot of children, ranging from ages 6 up. And this is this isn't good. This isn't good. We got to do better. But I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I just would like to say, my prayers go out to the victims and their families. All right, guys. So last we talked, you know, uh, actually it was right before the Super Bowl and Kansas City won. So we're out of the NFL season. Honestly, this is the time that I actually transition over to the NBA. I don't feel that the NBA is really worth watching before the All-Star break. And it shows I watched the in-season tournament this year, and that was very exciting. It allowed players to really play at a high level in the beginning of the season. Before that, the beginning of the season was pretty boring, if you ask me. Sometimes I may watch a little bit right before the All-Star break to see what's going on, depending on how exciting it gets. And I got a chance to do that. Again, I said in a previous video that Golden State, excuse me, Golden State is my team. Um, Golden State is my team. And I check out everybody in the league to get an idea, where everybody stands and, see what the standings look like going into the All-Star break. So with that being said, my team, you know, Golden State doesn't look that good. We tried to make a few moves um, before the trade deadline. I don't know why they broadcast failed attempts at trying to get other players. Really, I don't think they really do that unless it's a high profile player. So with that being said, like right before the trade deadline, Golden State made an attempt to see if they can get LeBron to come over to the Warriors. Of course, LeBron wasn't interested, but it's worth a shot. LeBron's up for free agency soon, or I think he has a clause where he's able to opt out of his contract or whatever. So, you know, why wouldn't anybody try? But and with hearing that he would love to get an opportunity to play with Stephen Curry, um, why not try? My thing about it is, you know, you would probably give up most of your roster to get LeBron for what, 3 months that's left in the season, and you don't know if he's coming back. So that's a big I don't think I would have done it. You're not guaranteed a ring or anything. But it would be epic if we saw that happen. So they've been announcing that. But my boy Steph Curry has been on a tear. My man has been shooting out of the gym. I think the last 3 games he averaged 7 or more 3-pointers per game. Um, he's looking like he's making a MVP run. Um, I guess you might as well because the team ain't doing too good. They got to figure it out. They got to figure out, do you keep the players around him that's been there and risk pissing Steph off, or possibly losing them eventually, or do you put a good group of individuals, or you try to make a run now while Steph is still in his prime? Um, I don't know, but I don't really know the business side of things. But this is a dynasty we were talking about, so let's. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, enough about that. So going into the All-Star break, I think there's one more game for everybody tonight, and then we go to All-Star break. So looking at the break right now, in the Eastern Conference, we have Boston at number 1. Cleveland is number 2. Milwaukee is number 3. New York Knicks. Wow. New York has been balling. Jalen Brunson and them boys, you know, um, they get Julius back from being injured. We should see something good here. Philly's number 5. Indiana Pacers is number 6. Miami Heat is number 7. Shout out to my boy Haywood Highsmith, doing big things down there, man. I wish you the best, and I'm watching you, brother. Uh, Orlando Magic is number 8. Chicago Bulls is number 9, and the Atlanta Hawks is number 10. And this is going into the All-Star break in the Eastern Conference. Right outside of the playoff spots would be the Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors, Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit. Um, and they have that new play-in season tournament. So I guess, these guys will be looking for a spot there. But we'll see after the All-Star break. They usually pick up the tempo, and we'll see what's going on then. Let's move over to the Western Conference and look at, the placement. We have Minnesota Timberwolves in the number 1 spot. That's a big. They balling. I don't think I've seen Minnesota in number 1 around this time. You got OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, in number 2. The Clippers in number 3 spot. Denver Nuggets number 4. Phoenix Suns number 5 spot. New Orleans Pelicans in the number 6 spot. Dallas number 7. Sacramento number 8. The Lakers in the 9th spot, and Golden State is in the 10th spot. That's amazing. Even though my team isn't playing that well, I think Steph's the only one really doing good, and Kuminga and the young fellas, they still in the 10th seed, so they're doing pretty good. I think they've been on a win streak. Right outside the top 10, you got Utah, Houston, Memphis, Portland, and San Antonio. So it's interesting to see how this goes as we go into the season a little further. Okay. So All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend. Drop a comment below and let me know how many of y'all are really into All-Star Weekend. It's been up and down as far as I'm concerned for the past couple years. They've tried to introduce a lot of new things, but we just don't get what we used to back in the day, with um, I would say with the talent that goes into the dunk contest or 3-point contest, stuff like that. But you know, we'll see how this year goes. I like to cover what we're looking at for All Star Weekend. Um, let's see here. So uh All Star Weekend, and honestly, yeah, I was saying drop a comment below because I like to really know how many of my subscribers or people actually go to All Star Weekend. Is this something you look forward to? Do you get out and get up there to the festivities and try to get to the All Star game? Me personally, I would like to, but I can sit in my living room and watch it for the price them tickets cost. But I like to know how many of y'all try to go or have been. Let me know. Um, so we start out with the skills challenge. The skills challenge, we got Paulo Banchero, Tyrese Halliburton, Scotty Barnes, Anthony Edwards. Uh, who else is this? Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Maxey. Hang on, my thing is acting up. Tyrese Maxey, uh, Victor Wemby, or Wembayama, Miles Turner, and Trey Young. Looking at the talent that's in that skills challenge, I would probably watch it. Interesting. It looks like it's actually a good group of individuals competing in that skills challenge. So that should be that should be pretty exciting. Um, let's see. And then we move down to the 3-point contest, the 2024 Starry 3-point contest participants. So we got Malik Beasley, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Damian Lillard, Laurie Markkanen, Donovan Mitchell, Carl Anthony Towns, and Trey Young. Wow. I guess some of the people I would like to see in it, it. I don't know. I figured the real 3-point people. Well, I think Steph should always be in it. He's the leading 3-point scorer in history. So, but I think Steph is competing in a 3-point contest against one of the WNBA players. I'm not for certain, but I did hear something about that. So that should be interesting. That would be the first. Yeah, this is going to be interesting because Dame, he's good. Trey Young's good. I got one. Halliburton is good. I don't know. I got out of the people I named, either Brunson, Halliburton, Dame, or Trey Young coming out on top. But we'll see. And let's go down to the slam dunk contest. It's never who you really want to see in the dunk contest, right? It's wild. In the slam dunk contest, the participants are Jalen Brown, Jamie Jasquez Jr., Mac McClung, and Jacob Toppin. Really, honestly, I think the only two people I've really seen dunking on highlights is Jalen Brown and Jacob Toppin. But again, I'm playing catch up. I haven't really paid attention to the beginning part of the season. So we'll see. And it's interesting to see how that goes this year. And then we got the All Star game, which I look forward to seeing every year. Um, let's start out with the reserves. So for the Western Conference, the reserves, we got Devin Booker, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me go down to the starters because I'm looking at some names. I'm actually looking at some names that should be starters, but we'll see. So let me start with the starters. For the Western Conference starters, we got Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, beast, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic. Not a bad starting five for the West. For the Eastern Conference, we got Giannis, Joel Embiid. Actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Embiid is hurt for the rest of the season, but they'll probably have a reserve fill in. Tyrese Halliburton, Damian Lillard, and Jason Tatum. These are the starters. Now I'll go to the reserves. So the Western Conference reserves is Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, PG-13, Kawhi Leonard, and Karl Anthony Towns. And for the Eastern Conference reserves, we have Bam Adebayo, Paolo Banchero, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, and Julius Randle. Okay, so that's what I have for this video. I look forward to All-Star Weekend. I will be posting a video about the All-Star Weekend, how good it was. Please comment below. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, guys. Since I'm recording live, my dog up there going crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, let me know if you're watching All-Star Weekend. If you are watching All-Star Weekend, what do you look forward to seeing? I would like to start going live and talking about some stuff. Maybe I'll try my first live video after All-Star Weekend and we all talk about it. So I'd like to know if you guys are interested in me doing so. And what's a good day? What's a good time? Everybody will be available to do so. But with that being said, DezVerified. I'm out of here. Till the next time.